Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. There's a chart analyst who says, "Hey, if you want to purchase XRP, just a friendly heads up. This is the last chance you're going to have to purchase XRP under $2." And thoughts are from many analysts, as you'll see in this video, that it's going much, much higher. Now, over the last 3.5 years, which is how long I've been in the crypto space, there have been all sorts of instances where you'd see people on social media say things like, "Oh, last chance at these prices." And so you haven't really caught me saying such things because, well, first of all, I'm not going to pretend to know where the price action is going. But second of all, we were, for most of the last 3.5 years, most of that time we've been in a bear market, so we were trading sideways or going down. So all these people that were saying, whether it was Bitcoin or XRP, when they boldly state you're not getting this last chance, you're not going to have the crack at these prices again, I was like, yeah, okay. Well, now that we're in a bit of a bull cycle, and I couldn't even imagine, like, what worse news could you have than what we had in December, that little December surprise with the SEC going after Ripple. So, outside of something being horrifically wrong with, like, the XRP ledger code itself, which, again, that'd be bonkers. That'd be just as ridiculous as if it happened to Bitcoin. Outside of something completely, ridiculously wacky that would just, like, ruin XRP forever. I gotta admit, at this point, it's hard for me to see a world where XRP does go back down to some of these lower levels that we saw during the bear market. You can think about recently when it got down to 17 cents. You can think back to like March of last year when it got down to 10 or 11 cents, depending on which exchange you were looking at. I don't know. Are we ever going to see a 30-something cent XRP again, or 40-something cents? Because here's the thing. XRP, since it moves with the rest of the market, and we'll talk about how high this might go in this video, but like, I believe anyway it's going to go substantially higher, and so a bubble will form. I firmly believe that. At a way higher price than what we're at now. And it can happen over a short period of time, mind you. It may happen over a span of just a few weeks for all I know. But at some point that will happen. I believe it will then pop, and then you'll see 80 to 90% pullbacks. And so even with that, depending on how high this thing goes, it still could be the case that even when that does ultimately happen, you're still never going to see those prices ever again that we saw just months ago. And so I'm not so bold as to predict that will be the case because, like I said, I'm not a chart guy. I'm just logically thinking through this and seeing how the markets behave. These are some of the things that go through my mind here. And to be clear, look, I don't have a financial background, not offering financial advice. I never will offer financial advice, and so you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I just think it's fun to talk about these topics. Because frankly, I don't have family and friends that are sufficiently interested in this stuff to talk about it with me at length every day. But I've got you guys, so we can be interested in this together, right? As I record this, XRP's at $1.60. Bitcoin's at $56,555. Market cap for the asset class, $2.25 trillion with a T. And Bitcoin dominance, the lowest it has been in years. And I love seeing this, and this is an indication, I think, of where we're at. It's one thing you can track anyway, in figuring out where we are in this market cycle. Bitcoin dominance down to 46.92%. So look, I still think Bitcoin's got a fair bit to go higher, but altcoins are going to outpace it. Most of the multiplier effect you were going to see from Bitcoin this market cycle perhaps has already happened. Think about how much money has to flow in just to get Bitcoin to go 2x from here. Way higher, right? I mean, way more money, right? So it'll go higher, and I hold Bitcoin, I'm long Bitcoin, so don't take that the wrong way. But where it's at, the alts, man. Look at this. The market cap for XRP is only $73 billion. You've got Bitcoin at the market cap of over $1 trillion. $1 trillion. And again, I think it's still got legs, but... Oh, by the way, the Spark token now, you mentioned that too. $2.07 as I record this. Waiting for the real thing to come out here. Now, here's a tweet from Credible Crypto, because he was asked, do you think XRP can still go below $1.30, as you have mentioned in one of your replies? And Credible Crypto did respond today and said, I'm hoping it does so I can load up again. All depends on how far Bitcoin drops here. So, look, that's the reason I make the joke that for all you chart analysts out there, appreciate what you do, but I think pretty much all of them will recognize too, and this is why I make the joke. If Bitcoin sneezes, just start from scratch, start over, right? Because Bitcoin does lead the market, so if something dramatic happens, of course that'll be the case. Also worth noting here, this is a very popular chart analyst. Okay, Credible Crypto now up to 176,000 followers, well deserved, I'd say. And so just recognize the way that this is being approached, because so many people, if we do see these price levels down to $1.30, like that means that there are people that are freaking out and panic selling. And so with someone like him, and same with me, like we just have a recognition that this is how humans behave. And so if that occurs, he's going to not behave like that. That's pretty damn clear. He's not going to be panic selling. He's going to be saying, oh, okay, now I can load up again, because he has his long-term bags, and he's talked about that too, that he just will not trade. He's got a much smaller percentage invested in what he personally is willing to trade. And so that's really more so what he's talking about there. But yeah, for everybody that wants to snatch it up, I think a lot of people will view that as an opportunity. But the people that are just lemmings, my gosh, like lemmings off a cliff with the FOMO in, and that, well, that leads to the cliff ultimately. But the panic selling specifically, that's the real edge of the cliff right there. And then there was this from chart analyst Tara at Precision Trade 3. Time to load up on XRP. This is literally going to be your last chance under $2. $1.18 is the key target. After we hit this level, it's going to blast through all-time highs. And so look, we don't know for sure if it's going to hit that, but again, this is a recognition. This is from somebody that clearly is pro XRP and does believe it's going to go substantially higher. Understanding there could be a pullback to a level like that, and from her perspective, that would look rather appealing, frankly. And so somebody asked Credible Crypto if he agreed, and he said the following: if we do get a dip, yes, that is the same level I am looking at. And so it's an if. It doesn't mean for sure that it's going to happen, but again, even if you start to go, like if you're new to crypto, please be aware of this. If the price starts to go in that direction, it does not necessarily mean that the sky is falling. That's my firm opinion on this. So I think a lot of people will see that as an opportunity, but this is going to go much, much higher. Look at this, and this was just yesterday, but somebody asked Credible Crypto, when will you sell your XRP? And he said $20 to $30 probably. And I have to be honest with you, and I'll never be so bold as to make a price prediction. I'm not even a chart guy, mind you, so I won't do that. But I feel comfortable saying those levels don't seem wacky to me. They seem attainable. There's way more than enough money on this little planet Earth here to flow into crypto and make that happen. There's enough to flow from Bitcoin into XRP and others to make that happen. Because that's the way cyclically how this stuff works. People will take profit from other coins and then chuck it in other stuff here. And when people see a green candle, it's going to be coming from all over the damn place. So, oh yes, there's certainly enough money to get that. And I want to talk about market cap too, because this is fascinating. Like, for instance, Ethereum, I should mention this too. I don't really typically talk about Ethereum, but it's worth it right now. Ethereum's at $2,951. Its all-time high happened within the last 24 hours. I guess it was actually today, just a short bit ago, right? Oh, here, let me look. Just within the last few hours. $2,991.15 all-time high, hit today. So it looks like $3,000 is a psychological level that, and I've seen chart analysts say this too. I don't know, I can't recall. Maybe I didn't pull that up in this video. It doesn't matter. I don't want to go terribly in depth about this, but this is important for a number of reasons, including this. Take a look at this. This is Il Capo. By the way, I don't know. I've been saying this guy's name is Il Capo, and somebody in the YouTube comments said that I was saying it wrong. So there's one person I ever responded to on that. So if you're wondering if it's you, yes, it is. So thank you. I was saying Il Capo, and he corrected me and said it's Il Capo. And so to which my response is, then why the hell aren't there two P's in it? It should be Cappo, Capo. It looks like capo if there's one P. That doesn't make no darn sense to Moon Lambo. So I'm going to assume that you know what you're talking about, but if you're making me say it wrong and I was already saying it right, I don't know if we can be friends, man. All right, so I'll take your word for it. So anyway, Il Capo, if I'm saying it correctly now, wrote the following. Always step by step, but I don't think Ethereum top for this cycle will be $10,000. It will be higher. Now check this out. Here's the reason I wanted to bring this up. It goes directly back into XRP, and it's in line with something I was saying in a fairly recent video. Maybe it had been actually just yesterday. But think about this. Last market cycle, Bitcoin's market cap ended up being just a little bit more than double what Ethereum's market cap was and XRP's market cap was if you're looking at all three of their respective highs. Okay, so again, just in case I just want to say it again to make sure you're following. Bitcoin's all-time high last market cycle, when it was close to $20,000, its market cap of about $380 billion was about twice what XRP's all-time high market cap was last market cycle. Same for Ethereum. Ethereum and XRP had about the same market cap. I'm not sure which was higher, but it was so close it doesn't even matter. For me talking about this, I don't need to go back and look. It's outside the point that I'm trying to make anyway. But it's worth being aware of that. So right now, like you're talking about, so look at Bitcoin. If you're talking about Bitcoin getting to like a $2 trillion market cap, it would have to be worth somewhere in the neighborhood of like $110,000. Now again, as I record this, Bitcoin is at $56,533. So you'd really have to see it about double. So if it just does a 2x though, even if, let's say that were the cycle high, and I don't know if it'll happen, but if it did, and a lot of people think that's perfectly reasonable, I think that's kind of in line with what Credible Crypto thinks is likely to happen, in fact, at least that level. So then you're looking at a $2 trillion market cap at about $110,000. Okay, so let's assume that Ethereum does, and XRP also does about half of what Bitcoin did in terms of reaching its market cap high for this market cycle. Well, that actually would put Ethereum at $10,000. So look, I'm not predicting it. I'm not saying it's going to happen. That would not surprise me. That would not seem weird to me. I won't be surprised if it goes even higher than that, actually. Okay, because look at this, though. So we already said at that level, Bitcoin's at a $2 trillion market cap. Ethereum would be at roughly, I'm using kind of rough numbers here, but at $10,000, Ethereum would be at a $1.15 trillion market cap. And XRP would have about the same market cap at about $25. So I just sit here thinking, if you believe that Ethereum's going to go to that level, why wouldn't you think that XRP would have a reasonable shot at reaching the same? Because money just cycles through. This is not based on fundamentals. If you're new and wondering, well, I don't know, what about my coin, the way it's used, the ones that I'm... Well, this is not what people are doing. People are taking profits from coins that they know nothing about and don't care about, and then putting into something that looks cheap at the time, relative to other cryptocurrencies at the time. Eventually, enough people just flood markets trading these coins. And then as soon as there's enough people in it, it grabs enough attention, and then things just increase exponentially, parabolically, in like nuts land. That's exactly what happens. And so if this can happen to Ethereum, there is no rational position that I can think of that would make a reason to believe that XRP can't. In fact, if Ethereum's going to this level, I'd be shocked if XRP isn't. So yeah, it could potentially happen here, right? And here's another very popular chart analyst, and Bessa, who said, stop with the conservative targets for Ethereum. So I just thought I'd share that since I was mentioning, but I'm not sure where, I haven't seen if he's articulated where I thinks it's going. But he's very, very bullish on XRP as well. And Bessa also wrote, this was a couple days ago, I've showed you what XRP will do with the exact green projection and from the bottom of the bottom. You really must hate money or be a guru if you do not enjoying this price action. This is the chart they shared there. So it's a coming, all good things in time, which is why I kind of started the video talking about this idea of if you want XRP, these prices are going to look incredibly cheap in the future, I suspect, and I could be wrong, and maybe it all goes to zero. I acknowledge that, happy to acknowledge that. But still, my conviction is what it is. Right or wrong, and it could be wrong, my conviction is strong and it is what it is. I think we're going much higher. I think we're going to hit all-time high and then just blast through it. And there will be retracements along the way. It's not going to just go up straight forever, but I think we're going to get there. So let me know what you think in the comments section below, but I'll go ahead and wrap up here. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.